go to school here, and after all these different big events, people don't think it's real, and they're like, well, I don't see it. But it's like, yeah, this is happening, this is the world, and we need to fix it, we need to change it.
The way the media has perceived things to be a result of racial tensions, I know the kids are aware of it, and they want to talk about it, and they have questions about it. I think that's exciting.
The environment that students are educated in has an impact on how students become later on in life. For me, I attend Rochelle High School. It's a very diverse school and one that is filled with so many different cultures. And in that sense, I know how to deal with other people. I know how to tolerate what I may not like in another person without summing it up to their race.
If you're in a school that is extremely diverse and you're experiencing different cultures and different types of people, when you go out into the world, you have a better understanding of all these different types of people.
You know, back in my country, everybody was the same. Here, there's so many different people, and it's very beautiful to see how all these people interact with each other. Like with teenagers, if you're cool with anybody, no matter where you're from.
Well, I've learned this recently, that the body that you walk around in itself is just a shell. So regardless of what your outer shell looks like, it shouldn't matter in terms of how you should be treated.
I have a lot of friends, they'll say jokes and they'll get upset when somebody says something to you, but it's like, how can you be upset that somebody's saying comments like this, but you go around acting a certain way? I don't think it's fair for somebody to say something about another group of people, but when somebody's saying something about them, they feel attacked or they get mad. I definitely believe that by just saying, hey, like, that's not okay, or hey, stop that. If you just say it once to somebody, or you teach it to other people, I feel like you are making a difference.
I think by being a model of good behavior, for one, I think there's something to be said for the example that parents set for their kids in the home and how that translates to how they interact with people in society. So I try to emulate the model I try to put forth to my kids at home and to my family and friends, but just to treat other people with kindness. And I think that's infectious.
Coming to New Rochelle, I've been exposed to very different cultures, and meeting all these new different people breaks all those barriers, and you realize that you're not that much different. And as you communicate with different people, you see the beauty in diversity. Thank you.
I think just by being nice to people, showing love wherever you go, I think that's just the number one way to decrease tensions in the community around you.
I'm trying to expose students as much as I can to the realities of history and the multiple interpretations of history. I try to point out always that there have been advocates for the rights of African Americans and the rights of other minority groups that have been denied freedoms in the past. It hasn't always been a concerted effort by all to repress certain groups. There's always been civil rights people in our history, and those voices will continue into the future.
Personally, I'm trying to teach other people things. So by educating people and passing that message on, you're stopping the cycle. I feel like the more we educate students, or the more we educate adults, the better the world will become.
One day, when the glory comes, it will be ours, it will be ours. Oh, one day, when the war is won, we will be sure